Don't start with the product that you think is a really good idea. I'm Mitch Parker, and this is my moment of clarity. I originally started in real estate way back when I was only 23 years old. And the way it came about was I had originally gone to school for business with a specialization in finance. And while I was looking for my ultimate career, I ended up working construction and renovations and falling in love with the process and just loving seeing how you could take this like empty shell and turn it into something beautiful. That was all going really well until the Toronto real estate market ultimately had a massive correction a couple of years ago. That coincided perfectly with artificial intelligence becoming so popular and this ability for me to really step back and decide, what do I want this next chapter to look like? About 8 months ago, I ended up parking my real estate license, and we're now building a technology for the real estate space. So my advice for somebody who's thinking about going into the product space, who maybe hasn't done it before, first and foremost, don't start with the product that you think is a really good idea. I think that's almost like poor engineering. What you really want to start with is, what's the actual problem that you're going to solve for? When you just build an AI tool, you don't really understand deep within the industry what that problem is. Whereas like I've been in real estate for 17 years, I understand the problems. I know that it's a challenge to get people to make phone calls consistently, whether they're busy or whether they don't like doing it. Starting with the problem should be like your core center. Take that problem and I would go to AI and say, hey, listen, I'm trying to solve this problem. I'm trying to build a product around it. What are 10 different ideas of ways that you can come up with for me to be able to solve this problem? You basically want to move from idea to minimum viable product like very quickly. You don't have to spend months tinkering on like what your product might be. Like build it out. It just has to be like a basic wireframe that works minimally functionally, and then show it to people. The best thing to do is speak to people in that industry and like don't speak to your friends who are gonna tell you what you wanna hear, and don't ask your mom because she's probably gonna tell you something that to make you feel good. What you wanna talk to is like people who are actually working on scale on their business. Just know that you're gonna hear some no's, right? And that doesn't mean that it's a bad idea. And if you speak to 10 people and 9 of them tell you your idea is terrible, you should probably go back to the drawing board. But also don't do it with like an ego where you fall in love with your own product. You have to do it where you're willing to just like tear things apart if you have to. It's not personal, it's just business at the end of the day, which is one of the greatest things about business.